Next, we're going to look at this border of the H1, which is a 1 pixel dotted cornflower blue border. And then there's some centered text here, and then there's a color and some centered text happening in the footer. So I'm going to do this H1 area, and then we'll do the footer. I know what's going on in the H1 already, so I've got a rule going. I'm going to say border. It's the bottom one, so border bottom, 1 pix dotted cornflower blue gives me, dun, da, da, there. What about how much space there is between the border and the words? A little more than what I have. In fact, it looks a lot like 1 EM of space. Almost, if it isn't, it should be kind of matching this space. I think it would look nicer. So let's make that. So then the question is, how do I open up the space between the border, or that is the outside of the box of the H1, and this picture? And that space is padding bottom. Yeah, padding bottom of that H1. Let's see it. It's a bit much. It looks like there might be more padding than 1 EM happening. Let's have a look in the inspector. The inspector reveals all. Oh yeah, what is that? So let's see this. H1, it's got some padding and it's got a margin. Why is there so much padding there? It must think that's 1 EM of padding. Interesting. Oh, because the font size is 2 EM. Oh, so this is a good moment. So this I have set to 1 EM of padding, but my font size for H1 is twice the normal font size. So if I'm 1 EM of padding inside my H1, I'm actually 2 EMs in regular old font size. That is so interesting. So there's 2 things I can do here, and I'll show you each one. First of all, I can use 0.5 EM because an H1 is twice as big as the rest of the usual body font, but this is a little problematic, as we'll see in a second. Then you have to remember that how big the H1 was relative to the other, but you could do that, right? Okay, so the other way is to say that it's in rems, 1 rem. Why does this work? So this means it's relative. It's a relative EM, which means relative to the default size of the font. So this is a rem is an M relative to the default font size, which in this case is the body, the font size of 100%. Sneaky. Okay, so that was, I think this probably has made the video long enough for now. So in the next video, we will do the alignment and the footer.